In rural Blanchardville, Wisconsin, say the word cookie to Chris Marion and her baking buddies, and you have the recipe for a brawl.
The critics say that this isn't about money or it's not about competition, it's about health.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
How come it's healthy in 48 other states? What grandma ever killed her grandchild with cookies?
You see, Chris runs a farm featuring an assortment of goats, chickens, and cows, plus a bed and breakfast where she likes serving her guests her freshly baked treats. And make no mistake, treat is the word for it.
That's lavender?
Yep.
She bakes some mighty tasty cookies.
What do you think?
It's great. I mean, it's sweet.
But Chris has a problem, because if she sells, say, a half dozen or so of her lavender-infused lemon sugar cookies to her guests, the state of Wisconsin says she's broken the law.
If you were to go to a farmer's market and put your wares on display, on sale,
Yeah.
you would be breaking the law.
Yeah, we'd be breaking the law.
And face up to 6 months in jail. Seriously. Because it turns out that Wisconsin is one of only 2 states, New Jersey being the other one, that ban the sale for profit of home-baked goods.
So I'm in the presence of potential criminals here, right? Just so I know.
Not necessarily potential.
Lawbreakers.
I like to stir up trouble.
So for several years now, Chris and her partners in crime, Lisa Kivarist and Della Enns, have lobbied state legislators to lift the baked goods ban.
How much money could you be making if this ban was lifted?
So we figured it'd be at least $5,000. And that doesn't sound like a lot of money, but to small farms, it is a lot of money.
Senate Bill 330 relating to the sale of homemade baked goods and homemade canned goods by Senator Harsdorf.
Their so-called cookie bill passed the Wisconsin Senate twice, overwhelmingly.
Those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it.
Still, it never came up for a vote in the Assembly. And the reason, multiple sources tell CBS News, is this man.
It's our job to listen to our constituents and serve as their voice when passing laws and approving a state budget.
Assembly Speaker Robin Vos, who never scheduled a vote on the bill, twice. Vos owns a popcorn business. He also has ties to the Wisconsin Grocers Association, which opposed the bill.
Okay.
Here he is, bagging groceries at the group's legislative bag-off. We wanted to ask Vos about what some of his constituents clearly see as a half-baked stance, but he declined repeated requests for an interview. He did offer this statement, saying the bill would have created an unequal playing field and undermined small businesses. But Brandon Schultz of the Wisconsin Grocers Association did talk to us.
It's not about muffins, and it's not about competition. It's about public health. We don't want to have anybody get sick.
Schultz says commercial bakers and groceries are subjected to rigorous health and safety regulations that home bakers don't want to face.
It doesn't make sense to impose the same rules on a Hostess factory as it does a home baker.
Attorney Erica Smith with the Institute for Justice, a national nonprofit law firm, represents the home bakers who are now suing the state of Wisconsin.
All we're talking about is people using their home kitchens and their home ovens to make a small amount of goods and sell them to their community.
This lawsuit for me is about creating rural economic development opportunities. A market downtown on a Saturday brings people in.
A decision in the case is expected later this spring.
Well, so if you win the case, what happens next?
We start baking.
Yeah, we're going to have a party.
We are all